the boat throughout our voyage. And please, watch your kids, so our story doesn't take any unexpected turns. The most people travel to enchanted worlds through the pages of a book. But for those who visit in person, whether down a rabbit hole or with a little pixie dust, often find the land to be magical, or even menacing. But don't you worry, folks. It looks like we passed through the jaws of Monstro the whale, the same whale who swallowed Pinocchio. We're really being transported to that magical place called Storybook Land. Of course, if you thought Monstro was scary, up ahead to the left is the cave of the big bad wolf. He's constantly after those three little pigs who luckily live across the way of those three little houses. One made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. But then our story takes a strange turn. For just around the corner is the quaint English village that's home to Alice. For one golden afternoon, she chased the white rabbit down that rabbit hole and fell down, down, down into Wonderland, where things only became curiouser and curiouser from there. In fact, Storybook Land is full of such enchanted places rated to inspire storytellers. Places like London Park, over which Peter Pan, John, Wendy, and Michael Darling first flew, thanks to the Tinkerbell's pixie dust, on their way to Neverland, where they would never ever have to grow up. Or places like Agrabah, city of mystery and enchantment, where a street rat named Aladdin first bumped into Princess Jasmine in the marketplace and stole her heart. Though the two were from different worlds, thanks to the power of love and the help of the genie, they were married. And to this day live in the Sultan's Palace on top of that hill. Now these magical places in Storybook Land are where love blooms forever, like the roses in the archways above us. The very same ones Aladdin and Jasmine soared over, sideways, and under on that magic carpet ride to a whole new world. And while every good story's full of love and light, they all have their dark places as well. Places of mystery like the Cave of Wonders just ahead. Its treasure bears a curse that can only be lifted by the genie in the lamp. The legend has it whoever sets the genie free will be granted 3 wishes. And let's all make a wish and see if it'll come true. What should we wish for? I wish for churros. I need breakfast. Now Snow White wished for a safe place when she fled the evil queen and came upon that cozy forest cottage on our right. It's home of the 7 dwarves who offered her shelter and thanks for her kindness. You might even be able to see their mind way up there and hear them whistle while they work. Now wishes are a powerful part of storybooks, like Cinderella's wish to go to the ball. Turning the page on our left is her blue roof chateau where she lived with her wicked stepmother and stepsisters. Now, her fairy godmother granted her that wish, but when Cinderella didn't leave the ball by midnight, her coach turned back into a pumpkin. It's still up there on the bridge. Way up there. But while magic has its limits, thankfully love does not. And Cinderella now lives with her prince in the castle atop of that hill. Wishes inspire the dreams here in Storybook Land. Now some are dreams of happily ever afters, while there's our literal dreams. Inspired by the bedtime stories that send babies off to sleep on hills of cultured flowers, like the ones on our left. Inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon, Lullaby Land. And the magic of Storybook Land's everywhere, even in the plants. All of which are made small thanks to the enchantments of Tinkerbell. So they'll never have to grow up. And that's just part of what made this place a favorite with our master storyteller, Walt Disney. And continues to inspire new tales. Tales like The Wind in the Willows, with Mole, Rat, and Mr. Toad, whose stately manners ahead on our left. But sorry folks, J. Thaddeus Toad isn't home right now as he's off in his motor car on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. Or tales of magic like that of Arendelle beneath the frozen mountains just beyond. Though Elsa fled to the icy palace atop of that fjord, her sister Anna refused to let her go. That act of true love saved them both, showing them that families can weather even the harshest of snowstorms, and letting her once again ask, "Do you want to build a snowman?" Well, in the quaint alpine village ahead, the woodcarver Geppetto wished upon a star for his puppet to become a real boy. And after Pinocchio saved him from the belly of Monstro, well, the blue fairy granted him that wish. Now, Geppetto's wish is like one made in so many fairy tales. Like one that led a little mermaid named Ariel to follow Prince Eric to the castle up ahead on our right. One that inspired her to leave her home under the sea, take those first few steps on unsteady legs, and fulfill her dreams of becoming part of our world. Hers is a story that begins in the shadow of her father, King Triton, in the underwater city of Atlantica behind the waterfall on our left, and spills out into adventures that end, like all good stories do, with a happily ever after. And that happy ending's the final piece of Storybook Land magic. So of course here at Disneyland, I think we can all agree